welcome to night 4 of the Nightcap Takeover. That's James Deebo Harrison. I'm TJ Houshmandzadeh. Make sure y'all hit the subscribe button, and don't forget, you text a friend, you call a friend, you tell them to do the same thing. And at the top corner of the chat, we do have the link for James's merchandise. Make sure y'all go get y'all some Deebo gear. As you see, he's sporting his own
Always.
Deebo. Chad ain't here. He trying to intimidate Chad through the screen. Let's see if Chad texts me during the show to let me know that he not intimidated. So we gonna
Yeah.
see. We gonna kick the show off, get right into it with football. And I actually like this topic because there's not many of us in this role, and you'll see where I'm going. So Tom Brady says he's a sounding board. He will be a sounding board for anything the Raiders want or need. I mean, you're a part owner, you should be. But my question to you is, would you have any interest of being part of the front office?
Zip, zero, de nada. I don't want none of that. I have
Would you have interest in owning the team?
no, no interest. So playing is enough of a headache. Now you got to control everything else combined with that, and every Tom, Dick, and Harry who thinks he knows better than you and can do this defense, offense because he played, this video game and he does well on it. It's nah. I have no desire. You got a desire to do that? I mean, other than the money, it's nothing else I would do it for.
I wouldn't say I have a desire to do it. I just feel like if I was in the front office now, it depends on your role in that front office. The role in the front office, like a scout, no, you have no say so. You go scout a guy, you may like a guy, the GM may not like him, they don't draft him. But if I'm a decision maker, if my words mean something, and mean I can pull some weight around, I can throw, yeah, because I feel like I understand talent. I know talent.
Okay.
At every
So what
position.
happens when you get that talent in there and don't pan out the way that you thought it was gonna pan out?
That's okay.
Okay, so now,
Everybody ain't gonna panic. I'm not gonna bat 1,000.
I ain't
Who
saying you go bat
nobody
1,000. I mean, a lot of people don't nobody bat 1,000. Let's just stop that.
I'm a bat at least 700.
Stop it. Stop it.
I'm telling you.
Stop it.
And when you sit down and meet with these dudes, number one, you can tell who genuinely loves the game or they just playing the game for what the game brings them. Whether it's money, attention, women, like you don't know. But talent-wise, oh, I'm nailing that. I'm nailing
Okay,
that.
but your talent,
Anybody
and what you doing on in the off field can overshadow your talent. If you're a person that has tremendous talent, but when you off the field, you out in the club, you out in the strip club, you out in the streets, and your nightlife is just as fantastic as your playing field, your career is gonna be shortened. You can only burn a candle from both ends so long.
I agree with that to a certain extent. I don't care if you're out in the club. It's what you're doing in the club. I don't care if you're in a strip club. Are you going all the time? Are you getting drunk? It's people that go out. They don't drink. They just hanging out with their teammates. So what are you doing when you
The
go out? For
percentage of those people
me,
that go out, how many of them don't drink?
I didn't.
I said
Like
percentage. I didn't
I
say
can go
who.
out. I'm gonna say probably that don't 15 to 20.
It ain't even that high, bro. It's more like 5 to 10.
It may be 15 to 20.
Stop it. You get 10. You get 10 of your homeboys together right now.
No, they'll drink. What I'm saying is each time they go out. Each time they go now, and then how often are you going out? It depends. Like if you playing in Pittsburgh, how often you going out? You playing in Cincinnati, how often you going out? Now you playing in Miami, you playing in New York, you playing in LA, you playing in Atlanta. That's different. But you not gonna bat 1,000. I just feel like if I'm given that opportunity, I'm drafting some talented players. Now, am I gonna miss here and there? Absolutely. But how many of us are in that position? That's
Listen,
the
I
problem.
don't want the responsibility of being in that position. I'm good.
Me personally, I'm jumping 2 feet in. But they not giving us those positions. When I say us, people of color, we don't get those type of opportunities uh to advance up the ranks. They want you to start in the basement. They want you to start in the
You
basement.
don't want to
Like,
start in the basement though.
I don't need to start in the basement. I'm my accolades. I should start
Hey man,
above
some
that.
people can play the game spectacular and can't judge talent to save their life.
I ain't some people. That's the
I didn't
difference.
say you, I
I'm
said
not
some
some people.
people.
I know we speaking between you and I. Now, you wouldn't even want to own a
No,
team? Like part owner? No, none of
no,
that?
none of that, man. I see.
I
I love playing the game, man. I love playing the game when I played the game. After I was done playing the game, that was sort of it. You know what I'm saying? I'll watch, here and there if it's something I need to, talk about or whatever. I'll pay more attention to it. But other than that, I love to play the game. Everything else that comes with it, I'm good. Especially if I'm not playing it.
like, for sure, coaching is nothing,
No,
no desire for you at
it's too
all.
much time.
That is very like that's my biggest reason because I've been offered jobs in the league. That's my biggest reason that I won't coach is because one, I want to be around my children. I want to see my kids grow up. Like you have all the money in the world. Does it matter when you don't have a relationship with your loved ones? Because ultimately, the mama's going to be the one doing all the raising. Your wife or their mother is going to raise them because you're not around. We know from our coaches, like, bruh, let's say Sunday. You see them Sunday night if you play a home game. Monday night, they're in the facility all day game planning.
Mhm.
Tuesday night, they're in the facility all day game planning. Wednesday night, they're in the facility all day game planning. You'll see them a little bit Thursday. You'll see them a good portion Friday. Now, if you play an away game, they flying out Saturday.
Yep.
Now you really don't see them. And then, you get them coaches that they don't like their wife. So now they stand in yeah, you smiling and laughing because you know exactly what I'm talking
Hey, yeah,
about.
the boys talk about they got a game plan. The boys in there till 8, 9 o'clock. They could have left at 7.
8, 9 o'clock, them dudes they like this. Yeah, coach, yeah, they got us in here to about 11,
Yeah.
11:30, 12. So yeah, I'm probably just gonna sleep on the air mattress. Okay, yeah, I'll see you tomorrow. Like that's what they doing. They not even going home. And so I ain't doing that. Like I don't want to coach with a coach and a coaching staff where they in there till like 10, 11, 12, 1. Sometimes they in there till 1
Oh,
o'clock in the
you
morning,
getting you
bro.
getting you getting 10 on Mondays and Tuesdays easy. Yeah.
But from what I've been told, like that's the old school coaches. That's the Bill Cowers, the now the Sean Paytons, all the coaches that came under Parcells, probably Dan Campbell, them new age coaches, the Sean McVays, the Matt LaFleur's. No, no, no. They out of there like 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock
That's
max.
still 8, 9 o'clock. You got to realize something. Like you're in there now. For me, like, okay, you're in there. They're in there most of the time before the players get in there.
6 a.m.,
Yes.
5 to 6
Yeah.
a.m. at the
And
latest.
then they're another at least 3 to 5 hours after the players leave, especially once you get into the season. Now they got to break down the practice stuff. They got to do all that, get ready, prepare something else for the next day. Like it's not. I'm not. I don't love it like that.
I do, but I don't love it enough to not have a relationship with my kids. And it could be because I never met my dad a day in my life. I'm a junior. I'm Taraj Houshmandzadeh Jr. I never met senior. I don't even know him. I don't know what he looked like. I don't know him. And so that could be why I am the way that I am. Never met him, and I want to make sure that I'm present for my kids. I don't want to just be around. I want to be present. I want to go watch their games. I want to go to school activities. When my kids was playing, bro, me and my wife, we ain't miss a practice or a game. Like we sitting there at practice chilling. Like all the parents drop their kids off, they gone. We just sit there and we watching
Yeah, I
practice.
ain't going that far.
And so we are with our
Yeah.
son. Like I'm not the owning part of it, like ownership. Oh, I for sure I like that also because I would be an owner that people want to work for me. Like, I believe when you own anything, if you treat your employees like they matter, you treat them with the purpose, you make them feel appreciated. They're gonna go above and beyond. And that's the type of owner that I would be, because your employees are gonna be a reflection of how great or how bad your business is and how it grows. And so
Yeah,
I'm gonna treat.
I kind of disagree with that in the football terms because um whether you like or dislike your owner, I can still advance myself by making sure the players that are under my tutelage do well. And I can get out of that situation and advance myself. Like when you're talking about a different kind of business, then yeah, I understand that. But
Okay, you say you make sure they do well, and if
I credit my
you,
linebacker coach, Keith Butler, with my development. He is I
as you
consider he is the
should.
coldest linebacker coach I ever had. He was able to teach me the game so that I could understand it because he played the position. He understood when he was asking me to do something that was difficult. And you know what? You might not be able to get it done all the time, but this is what you need to do. He gave me different things that I could do at the position that still translate. He played back in the 70s, 80s, whatever it was, that still translated.
Is he still coaching?
No, he's done now. He's done.
Okay, so then when you left Pittsburgh and went to Cincinnati, who was your linebacker coach?
So you got me racking my head now.
Okay, don't lie though. Was he trash or was he good?
I really didn't have to learn anything then, to be honest with you. You know what I'm saying?
So everything that you were taught in Pittsburgh, you just kind of carried that with
already
you.
had with me. Yeah, I already had the bag.
See that it's I guess position it varies, man. This shit varies.
Gunther, does that sound right? Gunther, Paul Gunther. That sound right?
Oh, Paulie
Was
Gunther?
that?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah. Short, kind of chubby,
yeah,
curly hair. Yeah, Paulie G. Yeah, yeah,
yeah.
yeah. Like, I guess it's different by positions because at the receiver position, you on your own, bro. You are on your own. If you don't get better outside of the building, man, you done.
They ain't teaching the snap down and the comeback and all that other stuff.
How they gonna teach it? They ain't never done it. They YouTube
Hey, I ain't
coaches.
gonna lie to you. That's something that I really believe helps players is getting a player to come in and coach that players
But
can
James,
know and respect. And
we talk about this all the time. I don't know. Are you in like a chat with like some of your former teammates, like a text thread?
no,
Are y'all in?
man, listen, I got up out of there, man. You get into one of them, man, you look at your phone, you know, you done checked everything, you go back 10 minutes later, it's 175 texts.
Yeah, but you ain't gotta
You
read
gotta
them.
read them all just to catch up.
Nah, I don't do that. So I'm in those, right? Chad in it also. Sometimes like me and everybody don't always comment, but I say that to say is we talk about that all the time is coaches are intimidated by former players if they weren't a former player.
Oh
They
yeah.
intimidated by that because
Mhm.
the current players are going to listen to you more than they listen to their coach, and they feel threatened.
Yeah.
They feel threatened. Like, bro, if Buddy plays well, you getting all the credit. They not gonna give me none. Like, why you feel threatened? I'm not taking your job. That to me is the receiver position. It's probably five good coaches in the league, bro.
Mm.
Five. The rest of them get on YouTube. They'll see so and so run a really good route and think that's how you run all your routes. No, that was just
For that play,
a
literally
mistake,
that play, how that
and
DB
it
played
worked
that
out,
position, that's what he needed to do.
bro.
Like you can't run every route like that. The DB ain't gonna play that thing the same way.
Bro, I'm telling you, I've seen it firsthand, and I'm not even gonna name the
Name the
team.
team.
I'm not gonna.
Drop it.
No, I'm not
You
gonna do
ain't
that.
gonna
I'm not gonna do that.
okay.
I'm not gonna even name the coach.
What teams you
But
played on?
no, I didn't play for this
Oh,
coach, and I didn't play for this
okay.
team.
What teams did you play for
Um,
then?
I went
Uh-huh.
Cincy,
Okay.
Seattle, Baltimore, the Raiders. My last year with the
Okay, so
Raiders.
we
I
know
should
it
have
ain't
played
them.
two more.
Okay.
No, it ain't none of those
Okay.
teams. Too many teams. You ain't gonna figure this one out. But this coach, bro. So I'm there. I'm watching. And he started implement drills and teach
Bro,
guys how to do
don't get
this.
me there, man. Don't get me there.
And no, this
I
is a
know what
true
you about to
story.
say, man. He got you doing the drill that don't even correlate to anything that's gonna happen on one play. On believe me, I know. I've seen it. I've
Yes. And so hold up though. So one of the players, one of the starters he wasn't practicing. So I'm standing watching. He's standing next to me and he talking like this with his hand over his mouth. So the coach, nobody can read his lips because it's cameras. And he was like, "You agree with this?" I was like, "Nah." He was like, "I know you don't agree with this bullshit, man. I don't know why he got us doing this." And so then the other players, they come asking me throughout the day and the next day because I went to a couple of the practices. And so then the coach asked me, like, "What do you think?" And I said, "I don't agree with it, but I won't undermine you. I'm not going to teach them something different than you teaching because this is your
right.
job. I won't do that." But they feel so threatened that they don't want you around.
Mm-hmm.
That is the biggest problem. Like you got to get receiver position. If you don't get better on your
Mm-hmm.
own, it's a wrap. And that's why I think the receivers coming in are much better now because they are getting better on their own. Now they may run into a trash trainer here and there, but for the most part, these dudes is getting better on their own because coaches, and they know this, offensive line coaches, they don't want to bring in a former player because the majority of the former player is going to teach something different than what the O-line coach is teaching because he ain't never done it. There's some good ones, but the majority of them aren't. The receiver coaches, though, whew, bro, I promise you, man, it's comical.
Oh
It's
no.
comical. Like
Believe me, I've heard of things that
the guys that I train man, I can show you text message. I put it up here, but then you'll see the name and they'll figure out who the coach is. But like they literally will call or text me and be like, "Oh my God, dude, this dude don't know anything. He's
Hey man,
like
listen,
nothing."
TJ, listen. I heard, a linebacker drill where they had the linebackers like you shuffle punch over the bag, then you pass rush, you strip the quarterback, and then you drop for a pass to pick it off. That was all in one
Like,
drill.
really gonna do all
Yeah,
that?
that was all in. Yeah, dude. I like okay. And then everybody trying to reinvent the wheel. You know what I'm saying? Like, no, stick with what work. You want to come up with this. You want to be the mastermind of this new defense that got 50,000 gaps in it. It's not gonna work.
And people think, "Oh, you in the NFL, it's the best of the best when it comes to coaching." That's not the
No.
case. You got some great
Hmm.
coaches, but you got terrible ass coach. Like, there's good doctors, there's bad
Yes.
doctors. Good police officers, there's bad
Hmm.
police officers. There's good teachers, there's bad teachers. And some of them coaches are bad teachers. And they don't realize it. I just know at the receiver position, it's very few. And the ones they know who they are. Yarbs with the Rams, great. McCardle with the Vikings, great. Dub with the Saints, great. Sean Jefferson, great. I don't even know where Sean at now. And I probably left out like two more. That's it.
So everybody else
Troy
trash.
Wall, everybody else is trash,
Okay.
and they know it. They know
Okay.
it. They getting on YouTube, Instagram, and teaching something that ain't realistic, but they think they right. They really be
Oh,
thinking they
believe me,
right, and I'm
man.
just
I totally.
like,
I've seen. I've heard of it, and sometimes I've seen it. But it's
it's damn near every position. But TJ, he would like to get in the front office. TJ would like to get in ownership. I'll be a
Well, see, you
co-ass
also got to
owner. I'll be a
realize, like some coaches, um, that are in that position may not hire a guy they that could do a better job because maybe they're threatened.
they threaten. Of
They don't
course.
want to have any pushback, at any of their, you know, coaching positions, in any of their, coordinator positions. They want to be able to do what they want to do. So, you get, you may get guys that are getting hired and they're like, who is that? Who is that? You know what I'm saying? I mean, it's probably somebody that can do the job, but they're going to be easily pushed around. They're not going to push back on anything. And, you got to realize you get hired by somebody, you can't do too much pushing anyway unless y'all have a relationship built already where y'all have an understanding of that, because you could
Because the
lose your
head coach,
job.
they talk to you. I mean, these head coaches talk to you like you the son and they the daddy. And that's another reason. Like, if I'm not highly up here, like, man, ain't no way a grown man is gonna yell at me and disrespect me, and I don't say nothing. I'm not sitting there taking that. I'm not sitting there taking
Mm-hmm.
that. So I'm getting fired first, second,
Right,
third day. I don't know.
right, right,
I know you damn sure ain't taking
right.
it. I'm gonna look at it. Who the fuck you
That's the
talking
first
to?
thing coming out my
That's what I'm
mouth.
gonna say. That's what I'm like. Oh, get your they gonna be calling security on you. But it is a lot of. I mean, we're gonna transition, and it's not confrontational, but it's confrontational in the business world. This is we doing this for Chad because my boy Chad is a huge soccer fan. In Europe, they call it football. Kylian Mbappe. You watch a little soccer? You know what that
Who the
is?
fuck is that?
Okay, he a little light skin. He cold in soccer though. He cold. So he sues PSG for $61 million in unpaid wages. Not 61,000, 61 M's in unpaid wages. I don't know like the ins and outs of it, but 61 million. So I bring that up to say at one point in time, you was up for contract negotiations. Did you ever have any moments where you just was heated and it just went left?
No, I really let my agent take care of all of that. I didn't talk directly to anybody, um, because that's what your agent is there for, to be the middleman, to be the person that I'm gonna go and I'm gonna say something reckless and crazy to him, and he go put it into good words, to them. So I I didn't talk to I didn't talk to anybody when I did my contract negotiations.
So when you would ask your agent, like, hey, what's going on? And he would tell you, like, it didn't kind of piss you off a little bit.
It just depends on what it is, and a lot of the negotiation stuff that I was going through, it was, um you got to realize, they starting low. They low balling you. Yeah,
Always.
they low balling you. And like my first time ever, I was hot. He was like, "Don't worry about it. This is how it goes. This is what happens." You know what I'm saying? So, once I realized that, you just go back to him real fast, like, "Nope, not happening." Come back with something else.
I don't know if it happened to me like that, but when I left the Bengals, I had a certain number in my mind, like, you gonna compare me to this receiver? Cool. I'm gonna compare myself to that same receiver. Oh, my stats are now better than that receiver. I'm doing more than this receiver. So now I'm gonna compare myself to this receiver. And I think what happens is when you see yourself here and the team sees you here, it starts to get a little personal. I know when I left the Bengals, I left, it was strictly a financial
Mhm.
decision. It wasn't like I'm a dude, I get comfortable, and if I can make it work, I'm gonna make it work. And that's what I wanted to do. But it was like I was drafted late. You were undrafted. We got to get every dollar we can
Mhm.
get. We ain't got time to be taking no discounts, right? So I'm getting frustrated about like y'all really offering me this. I was underpaid the last 3 years. So y'all got me at a discount for 3 years. Now you're really gonna try to low. So I was frustrated. And so that's why I left Cincinnati and went to Seattle. And then the Bengals turn around and they signed Antonio Bryant. Uh, Antonio Bryant went to Pitt,
Okay. Yeah, yeah.
and they basically gave
What
him
you want?
what they offered me, right? Yeah, but a little more than they offered me, but a little less than what I wanted,
Okay.
right? He played there 1 year, one season. So he got like 13 million guaranteed, one season, done. They released him. He didn't do nothing. I don't know if he was hurt or not because he was a baller. Then the next year, wait, I'm off. They signed Lavernius Coles first. They signed Lavernius Coles first, got rid of him after 1 year. The next year, they signed Antonio Bryant. That's what it was. So those 2 seasons was 24 million in guaranteed money that they gave to both of them. If they would have given that shit to me, I would have walked from California to Cincinnati to sign that goddamn contract. Straight up. And so it wasn't like a bad, it was just like I couldn't believe it because that year, the year that I left, they actually made the playoffs and they played the Jets, and that's when they put Revis on Chad, and the other receiver couldn't get open. And I'm like, if I was there, we would have won because I'm for sure gonna get open.
Mhm.
That's a guarantee. I'm getting open. And all y'all had to do was slide me a few more millions, but y'all end up giving these dudes 24 over 2 years. And I'm like, damn, that hurt me in the pocket, and it hurt them on the field and in the pocket because they didn't get no return on
Right.
their investment. They had a playoff game, so they'd have made more money off of that. And so that for me was like the only time that I went through a negotiation that I felt like, oh man, like this is kind of pissing me off. And then you see what happens.
Yeah, that's a
Like
little
I
different.
left since
I never went through anything like that, you know.
like no lie though, it kind of pisses you off because you're calling your agent like, hey, what's going on? Ah, they at this number. You think they're gonna get up? I don't know. Then he call you a couple days later. You see that, you be like, yeah, 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 something about to happen. What's up? Same thing. So then you start to get frustrated because every time you talk to him, it's the same thing. Nah, they ain't moved yet. Nah, they ain't moved yet. So then at a certain time, you like, man, don't even take their calls no more. Fuck them. We leaving. Don't take their calls no more. I don't give a fuck. Like it starts to make you
Hmm.
angry. So then when you resign, you happy that you resigned, but you still had that animosity over the months of them BSing and fuck them, nah. So for me, yeah, but damn, I know they regret that because 24 million over 2 years. At
Oh
that
yeah.
time, that's 12 million. The highest paid receiver in the league, if I'm not mistaken, back then was probably 12 or 13. And then I go to Seattle and I was making 8 a year. I think I was like the sixth, seventh highest paid receiver in the league at that point. But the Bengals could have had me, and they gave that money to two other guys, and it was just unfortunate because Lavernius Coles, when he was with the Jets and at the time the Redskins, he was a baller,
Hmm.
and then Antonio Brown was a baller also. He was just a hothead. You remember when he threw his jersey in Bill Parcells' face? They had that all on ESPN.
No, I didn't remember that.
Yeah, what Bill Parcells said something crazy to Antonio Brown, and he wasn't take he was the original AB.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
He was the original AB. He took his jersey off, bro. You got took his
Mm.
jersey off, threw it right in Bill Parcells' face. And you know, Bill Parcells at that time, he had a reputation like run up on him if you want to type of coach. He ran up on him and called security, got him up out of there when he was with the Cowboys. Yeah, you
Wow.
Google that. That's a
I'm
fact.
about to check that
Yeah,
out.
yeah, yeah. Now, I think we have a clip of this, man. This is crazy. What with a father. His son is about to play Pop Warner football, right?
Hmm.
And when he found out how much it cost, I mean, I wouldn't say he went crazy, but he was a little upset about the cost
Why
How much
does it
was
of
it?
his
cost
son.
so much to
Look,
play
look, look,
Pop
check it
Warner
out.
football? Why is it 620 for one of my kids, one, to play tackle football? I know I'm a little bit older. When I was coming up, it was $50. That was expensive to my mama at the time. But being realistic, that was not expensive. But 620, where is money going? This money going somewhere. Somebody, please tell me why is this much? Why does it cost this much?
Mm.
Do you think that's a lot?
Um, I think it's a lot of money. Like you said, when we played, it was a lot cheaper. But also,
I don't think it was.
listen, time
Buddy
has
said fifty
changed,
dollars.
dude. Times
$50 inflation number
Yes,
one.
times have changed,
$50.
and now you have
And we both of us are we older than him. He looked like he young. We both older than
yeah,
him.
but now times have changed. You got different sets of rules in place. You got to realize, like, is it like, are they paying for the uniform? Do they get to keep the uniform? The helmets, like the helmets themselves,
Nah, you ain't paying for the
but
helmet. Everybody got to get their own helmet, shoulder pads, cleats. That you have to get on your own.
they got to get that by themselves without the team giving it to them.
Shoulder pads and helmets and cleats? Hell yeah.
Since when?
That's on you.
My kids get shoulder pads and helmets from the school, or from the
High school,
or from the organization that they're playing with.
Pop Warner?
That's like Pee Wee, right?
Yeah, same thing. Nah, not out here, it ain't. Out here, you get a uniform and a field to practice at. That's it.
So you got to buy your helmet. That's not with helmet and shoulder pads.
No.
That's crazy.
Hell
They out of
no.
control. Somebody's stealing. Somebody put money in their pocket.
So
they feeding the kids. What are they doing? Are they feeding the kids after? Are they like it got to be something else going into that?
If you look at it, it's probably going to be 20 to 30 kids, right? 20 to 30 kids at 600. Let's just say it's 30 kids. That's 18,000, right? $18,000. You're practicing 2 to 3 times a week. How much you think they charge you for the field per day? Let's say $100 an hour because you got the lights. That right there, if you just practicing 2 hours, 3 days a week, 2, 4, 6, that's 2,400 just the practice field. And you're going for 4 months. So that right there is damn near 10 grand just with field rental, just to practice. 10 grand. So now we working with $8,000. Now, what that entails, maybe it's to get them the snacks after the game or pregame. I don't know what it is, but I think now in today's time, that's about right. Because this is what happens, man. A lot of the coaches that coach youth football, they end up spending their money.
Oh, yeah.
Their money on these kids. And granted, some coaches can afford it, others can't. But I don't know how it is in Pittsburgh, but out here, my son he's yet to play tackle football. He will be playing next year, but he's yet to play it. But I just know from people that I've talked to, oh man, these parents have no loyalty to you. Zero. So as soon as you do something wrong, they leaving your team, they going to somebody else. But you done put $2,000, $3,000 into her or his son. But you piss them off, or they feel like another team is better, or their son has now gotten better so he can go get on a better team. He leaves.
Well, that's what the fee for. You want to leave, go ahead and leave. I'm gonna hold on to this money.
Exactly. You know? Exactly. But then when you get a coach that's kind of footing the bill out his pocket and then they leave, now it's like, wow, this how they gonna do me? So I don't, that $600 fee, I don't remember
if you foot the
how
bill
much
for a kid, the talent is worth you taking a chance and footing that bill. Let's be honest. You know.
Yeah, and that's why you foot it.
You know, so
but
that's a chance you take. You know what I'm saying? You know, when you go and you know what? Oh, you can't afford it. Okay, listen, let me do this. You know, I got it. I'm gonna take care of this. I'm gonna take care of that. So now, like you said, time come, they upset. He didn't get enough snaps. He didn't get this, or I don't feel like you utilize.
But you leave in the middle of the season. I don't even know if you can go from team to team. I don't know how the rules work. Like if you leave in the middle of the season, can you play for another team? But that is, I didn't play Pop Warner coming up, so I don't know. But if I thought it was like $100, bro, like $150.
That's back in the day.
But 600,
like that's long. I mean,
so
even right now, dude,
it's
still a fee. My kids, you know, they play at the public school, it's still a fee, and it's it's a little less than that, but it's still a fee.
It's close to 600 though, right? So that's to me, I think that's fair. Buddy act like he was flat $50.
Yeah, and they feed him and all that. You know what I'm saying? So
like $50, where like he talking about, he's used to it being fit. Where you one, where you playing at? Two, where you practicing at in the parking lot? You got to get a park, a field, a high school. Now, if you practice, there are certain cases I know out here when you have a really good organization and a really good team, you use one of these high schools out here to practice at because your team is so good and your players are so good. They hoping that some of those players attend the high school that you practice at So they'll let you use their fields. Outside of that, man, you football, just being a coach is expensive. And like I coached my son 7-on-7 this past spring. We went 10-0, won a championship. We blew them out 35-0 in the championship game. You know, I'm gonna brag a little bit, but we beat their ass. Beat their ass, right?
Wow, you go beat the kids ass. Okay, go ahead.
All right, but this no. The coach really was like talking shit. Like I think they thought they beat my homie team in a semi.
No, so you got to
They beat
realize
my
this. They weren't beating your kids. They were beating you. They were
exactly.
beating you.
Ex-
It has nothing to do with
yes.
the kids. It's
Yes.
now I get an
Yes.
opportunity to go out here as a coach, but my kids is playing and I get to beat Houshmandzadeh. I'm gonna tear his
Yeah.
ass up because I know better than him. I could have played in the league, and you know what? Now is
Yes.
my chance and opportunity for my son to do what it is I should have did to him if they had just gave me a shot.
Yeah. So I know it's like that. They'll tell their kid to really go at my son. So
Oh
that's why my
yeah.
son know,
Oh, I listen.
like they gonna
I told
protect
my
you.
kids that I said, listen, man, there's people right now that's telling their son to try and tear your head off because you are James Harrison.
Hey, hold on. Hey, good luck, boy. I'll be at the game. Dominate their ass. Dominate their ass. My son got a basketball game that he going to, and he about to leave. So yeah. As soon as we done with this podcast, I'm going to the gym. Hey, foot on throats, boy. Foot on throats. We ain't playing no games today. So yeah. Sorry, y'all.
Hey,
They
you
walk.
good?
I
You
can hear them
good?
walking out the
You
door.
good?
Yeah. But it's so we did the 7-on-7, right? And we had some kids that come from the inner city, cool parents, and they probably could afforded it too, even though they come from inner city. Parents were successful. And so me and another coach, the other coach got the uniforms, and then I paid the entry fee because the majority of the parents could afford it, but not everybody.
Right.
So he was just like, I get the uniforms. And I was like, all right, and I got the entry fee then. Entry fee was more than the uniforms, cool. But when it comes to that, like, it's expensive. And it's hard for parents to budget that. Like, I mean, I think the entry fee was it 15 or 1,800? And it was only 6 weeks.
Mm.
You play every Sunday. You get 2 games on a
That's
Sunday, 2
total
games
or
on a
per
Sunday.
kid?
No,
Oh, okay. I was
total.
about to say.
But we only playing with 7, 8 kids. 8 kids. We probably played with 8. Sometimes we'd be at 7. And so that's a little over 2. If we had divided it, it's a little over $200 per kid. And then you do the uniform. It's probably the uniforms, I think, end up being like 900. So everybody's uniform was about 100. So then now that's $300 per kid, but it's only a 6-week season. Parents can't afford that. And so I was like, yeah, I got it. No, not a big deal. And then that's just 7-on-7 for that 6-week time frame. What happened when you go play tackle? What happened if you go play basketball? What happened if you try to play other sports? And that's what I do want to get into, is the one sport athlete. So just bring that up when you talk other sports. But the $600, I don't think it was.
Yeah,
I don't think it was an
I
outrage.
don't think that
I
was
don't.
out of pocket. It wasn't astronomical to to think that it would be $50 is out of control though.
You know what is astronomical? Because when you go get a helmet, like you get a good helmet, that's $500-$600.
Oh, I know. You get that
That's
new
what
one. What is it? The Flex something better that
Speed Flex.
No,
Speed
it's a different one,
Flex.
dude. It's the one where they actually put it on their head and they 3D image it and then go make the helmet.
Oh, so that's like $800.
I don't know. I ain't gonna lie.
So you got it for free. When you James Harrison, they're gonna give you that shit for
I
free.
mean,
Yeah.
I don't know what it costs. I
But
just ain't paying,
yeah, you paid
I
for it,
paid
but you
for
don't
it.
know what.
Yeah.
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 and like good shoulder pads. Like
Yeah.
playing sports is expensive, and a lot of time the coaches take on that expense. So you parents that's listening, show some type of loyalty because they doing it for your kid. And yeah, they doing it because the kid is good, but it's some kids that aren't good that they also doing it for because the kid, it keeps him off the streets, it gives him something to do, and maybe he'll develop. Who knows? I was a zero-star recruit coming out of high school and played a long time. You run drafted and you're gonna be in the Hall of Fame. And so you just never know. I do want to transition. I just brought this up about playing sports. And a friend of mine, we were talking actually as I was driving in, I had a television today, and so I'm on the freeway in traffic. And son is one of the best high school football players in the country, one of the top in the state. And we're talking, and I told him, I was like, yeah, I gotta do Nightcap. And he knew you was gonna be on the show. And he was like, man, ask James what he think about kids playing one sport and a lot of kids tearing their ACLs at a younger age. Do you attribute that to one sport? Do you attribute that to not resting, doing too much? Like, what do you think can cause that and why?
I don't know how many kids tear their ACLs at a young age. I do believe that, especially like in the pros where guys are tearing tendons and all that other stuff. I think it comes down to cortisol. Like anything that has cortisol in it, how you take those Medrol dose packs, and
Yeah,
they
yeah,
have you
yeah.
feeling like Superman. You know what I'm saying? All your inflammation.
Tell the people because the people that's listening, they don't know what the dose pack is. Like
So it's
we
it's
steroids, but we're taking them shits all the
right.
time.
So it's
Go
it's
ahead,
methyl.
let the people know because they don't
It's
know.
methyl something whatever, but anything that has son or solon is some form of cortisone, and that weakens your tendons. It actually doesn't allow your tendons to do the things that it needs to do to like rebuild from you always tearing, it tears and micro tears, but the proteins that need to get in there to help repair it, it doesn't allow it. So now those tendons, all tendons in your body, I mean, I'm talking things as far as like, you get the rub on creams that have some type of cortisone in it. The pills, hell, even inhalers, you know what I'm saying? That has it. It weakens tendons. The biggest tendon in your body is your Achilles tendon. And I think that's what's leading to a lot of these guys getting these, Achilles tears is that they're taking these forms of cortisone, man, and it's weakening the tendons. And the most weight bearing tendon in your body, is your Achilles. So guy goes out there and he puts that force on it. He probably done took some form of cortisone to make his body feel better. That kills the inflammations, which stops the healing of repair and the proteins that you need to help heal all your tendons, in your body.
Do you think kids and parents should they be doing more than one
I
sport?
believe they should, because if you do more than one sport, it'll make you better at your chosen sport. I try and get
Dude, I don't understand why it's like this. It's just like football year round, basketball year round, baseball year round. I don't understand when this started and why it started. Like, I don't
And
understand this.
the
I know
big
it's
thing is
about
you gotta
money,
take a you
but
gotta take a break. You gotta take a break somewhere, because you still need, even though you're a kid, you still need that time to repair. Like you gotta work out, you gotta build up, that strength back. You gotta let those muscles heal. You gotta give them time to repair. And I don't think they really, understand, like, yeah, it's a kid, but you still need to have strong muscles. Another thing, guys, in the NFL, when the NFL first starts, you got a lot of dudes that get soft tissue injuries. They pulling hamstrings, they pulling quads, and all that other stuff. What guys are doing is they're not putting their body through those forces. They don't went through these collective bargaining agreements and made it to where you don't have to practice no more. So you don't harden your body up to actually go out there and do the things that you're asking it to do. So all off season, you're out here doing the little cute drills, but you're not putting your body into positions where, as a linebacker, I have to drive and bang into alignment and push off of him. So that's why you see me doing sled pushes. They like, why is you pushing 1,800 pounds on a sled? Because I'm putting that force into my Achilles that I'm going to have to get that's going to be a greater force than I'll ever see on the football field. So that when I go and I step on that field, I done put my body through all that in the off season. I done made it so hard in the off season that the game is easy. And now you got guys that they don't train like that no more. They don't have to practice like that no more. They don't even do preseason like that no more. And now you get into week 1 and you're telling your body, hey, go out here, give me 65 snaps at 100 miles an hour. And you wonder why guys are pulling hamstrings and quads. They're dehydrated. They haven't put their bodies through those forces. And the strength and weakness of the muscles, like I said, you get a guy that's quad dominant, he's pulling his hamstring. You get a guy that's hamstring dominant, he's pulling his quad. It shouldn't be no more.
If they played more sports, to me, you just can't be specializing. And I say that, and my son has played basketball now a year straight. We've had time off, but a year straight. But we'll go play a little 7-on-7. But this would be pretty much his last year playing basketball. Then we're gonna go to football, then we're gonna go back to basketball, then we're gonna go to track. Like, we're gonna be doing all this because you want to build an athlete. I want to build an athlete. And
what are you doing to help him recover, repair?
So what we do each night, not every night, probably every other night, I got the Normatex. So our Normatec his legs. I'll massage him with a Theragun or my hands. He can't take my hands yet. He be crying, or he won't cry. He just be moving around too much, saying it hurts. And then I bought a Game Ready.
Okay.
So like he'll use the Game Ready. I got a little ice tub. He'll get in that. He gets in that fine. That first time, boy, he started crying. Me and my wife argued about that one. He started crying when I put him in the ice tub last year. And I'm like, the fuck you crying for, boy? Like, I got mad at him for crying. And, she got mad at me for getting mad at him. But he cried that one time, and then he was good. So, yeah, we Normatec. We ice tub. If he needed with the Game Ready, we do the Game Ready. I'll kind of rub him out a little bit. Yeah, pretty much. That's what we do.
Okay, so you're doing things to help him repair, recover. You supplementing him?
No supplements at all. Because I didn't take when I played zero. I've never taken a supplement.
Nobody, even though he's your son, he's from you. That don't mean his body and DNA go operate the same.
No, we haven't. He's never taken any supplements just because I don't think he's. And we do like small strength work, meaning we do a lot of like getting your hips strong, getting your calf strong. Was that little soleus muscle right under the knee, outside the knee on your right side? That's what that is?
On the outside of your knee.
Right here. Look.
Talking about your VMO?
This muscle.
Oh.
No. That's your quad. The VMO is right there.
Oh, you talking about the front on the
just
side
below
of the chin?
Yeah, that. Okay. I just do a lot of exercises to kind of strengthen up his calves for the Achilles and his hips.
Stretching.
A lot of band work. Yeah, but we not really. He has never lifted a weight at all. We'll do. I do a lot of
still young.
Jumps with him. Yeah, we ain't lifted no weights, but I think that part of it. Just be a multi-sport athlete.
It's going to make. I've tried to get my kids to do that and understand that y'all need to do multiple sports because it will make you better at your chosen sport. Like I don't want to do it because I'm not good at it. That's why you should do it. Because you're not good at it. It'll develop more skill for you to be better at the sport that you actually want to get better at.
You're in the track and field, bro. You run track, you're gonna be powerful. You're gonna be powerful. You will be powerful, and that's the thing. I said I was getting on the track today. I ain't do shit today. Couldn't even keep nothing. Nothing.
No accountability. It's okay.
No, I had to go to work today. I mean,
you had to go to work at 4 o'clock in the morning.
4 o'clock in the morning, TJ was
I'm
sleep.
just saying, I had to make sure I got everything done, got the kids worked out. So I got up at 1:30 and make sure I got everything done.
1:30. What time you went to bed?
I don't know, probably 10.
Oh nah. I went to bed at like 11:30, woke up at 7:30. That's why I had some business to handle. That's what I was doing, handling some business. I had business to handle. I normally don't have a lot of business to handle, but I had some business to handle, and I did that for like 2.5 hours. Then I was like, oh, I had to take a shower and hit the freeway because I had to be in studio.
Okay.
So that's what happened. But I'm gonna get on it tomorrow. I want to talk about this. Stefon Diggs and Cardi B,
Uh-huh.
right? Oh, Diggs rented Cardi B a castle while they were in Europe. This can go many directions. One, is that something that Deebo would do for his you married or you got a girlfriend? You
No,
married now?
no, I'm not married. So for
Would,
me,
would you do that?
now,
Because we know you got big bread. You can afford it. We know you got big paper.
so
We know you can
listen,
afford
it ain't like that. It ain't like that. Listen. So for me, I don't see a problem with it as long as you're not stepping out of your financial lane. You know what I'm saying? As long as it's not putting you in a position that later on that's going to hurt you. Take a look at Jeff Bezos. Jeff Bezos just got married. What did he spend? Like 40-something million dollars or something, whatever. That's nothing to him. He makes anywhere from 26 to 45 million dollars a day. He spent a day's worth of money. Okay. So nobody is going to even blink an eye at that. If you're not stepping out to your financial lane and it's not something that's going to hurt you, do whatever it is that you want to do. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't see a problem with it. So, you know, if I told you did something extravagant and you spent a day's pay on it, would that be extravagant to you? No.
Nah. Okay, so with that being said, then, what's the wildest purchase you've made for a young lady then?
So the wildest purchase, it was an older lady, but the wildest purchase that I made is I bought her a house. Yeah. I bought her a house. I was trying to get her to go into the house sooner, but she didn't want to go. She was married. But
So she was married when you bought her a house.
no, she wasn't. Well, her husband had passed a few years
Okay.
before, and then I ended up I guess, you know, she was finally ready to go. And I ended up buying her the house probably about 4 or 5 years after her husband passed. And you know, my mama been happy there ever since.
Ah! Oh, that's a good one. I was like, what? I'm thinking like her husband
Yeah,
passed.
my
Damn,
dad.
bro.
I see. I had you going though.
Oh, you
They was
cold.
on there probably like, huh?
Hey, you was about to get hella DMs like, well, shit, what's up? Come on, bro.
No, man, I ain't never did nothing extravagant, dude. Yeah.
Really?
Now maybe, you know, a car or something.
I ain't
you
gonna
know?
lie. I don't, myself, man, coming from where I come from, I think you go either direction when you grew up in the slums like I did. I mean, I grew up with nothing, bro. Nothing. Like I'm talking electricity going out. We got goddamn kerosene lamps and shit, flashlights, candles and
The
shit.
kerosene heater with the water on top.
Bro,
Yeah,
bro,
yeah.
I'm telling you, bro. Like they was putting light bills in my name and my brother's name, and they wasn't paying that shit to get cut off. They put it in other brother name. Like that's how broke we were, man. So we ain't had shit, bro, growing up, nothing. And so I just kind of jumped into the streets at an early age to kind of get some money. But so I think you go either way when you come from the slums. You get that money, I'm spending it. You get that money, I got to be careful and save it because I know what it's like to go back to
You
that.
don't never want to go back.
And so I will say I'm kind of like an in-between on this, man. Like I might put up a fuss about buying some shit, but if I'm with someone, I want them to look nice. I want them to have nice things. But it ain't just unlimited.
Right.
It ain't unlimited. But I want you to have nice things. Like if you're doing right by me and you want something, I'm gonna get it for you.
All right. So right now, wifey say I want this watch. It's a meal. You getting it?
Fuck
Okay.
no.
Now hold up.
A meal?
Stop. Wifey say she want this watch. It's a meal, but you got Bezos' money. You getting it?
Oh, if I got
Yes.
Bezos' money, I'm gonna ask how many watches
Exactly.
you
You
want.
want one for each day of the
Yes,
week.
but that's me. Now, like if okay, I mean, I ain't rich, but I do have enough money. Like, I'm not hurting for
No
money.
question.
But it's like, I want my kids to be given a head start on life like I wasn't. So I want to leave my kids in enough money to where they're comfortable when I'm no longer here. And hopefully that's going to be the case. And so I try to make sure that I don't watch what I spend, but I'm not an extravagant individual.
So what you saying is you got
So
a problem with it. I ain't got no problem with it.
nah, I don't have a problem with it. I'm in your
Okay.
realm.
Okay.
If it ain't affecting how you, if it don't affect your lifestyle, shit, it ain't a big
Right.
deal. Like if it's not affecting your lifestyle, it is not a big deal at all. That's how, but for me, if I got it, I want my wife to have nice things. I want my lady, girlfriend, whoever, I want her to have nice things. I want my kids to have nice things.
Mm-hmm.
I don't buy myself a lot. Like, bro, I'll never forget this story, bro. You know how you get to the league and you talked about, oh, he showed me his check.
Yes.
You remember that?
Yes.
You know, everybody, once they get money, they driving Lambos, Ferraris, Phantoms, Bentleys. So I said to myself, man, I'd never, ever buy one of those cars. That's crazy. So then when I signed my deal, it was like I wanted a nice car. I had already had the Benzes. And what's above that? And I got one. Bro, I paid $270,000 cash. Straight cash. Bow. Bro, I swear before God, man, I drove that car. I had it for like 4 years. When I got rid of it, it's like 6,000 miles.
Mm-hmm.
6,000 miles.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm just like, and when I paid $270 cash, straight, no payments, no down payments,
Yeah.
bow.
Oh, believe me, I did the same
And
stupid stuff.
4 years later, bro, 4 years later, I got $130,000 for that, bro.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm just like, what are you doing?
Yeah.
And then I still go buy another expensive. It's crazy. Like, I'm gonna buy cars. I don't wear a ton of jewelry, but
I don't wear jewelry
my
at all.
wife and
Well, I got on earrings, but other than that,
I just got earrings. That's
hold
it.
up. I'm gonna tell you
That's
right now
it.
though, and they fake. I ain't
Yeah,
wearing
they
no
gotta
real
be.
jewelry.
They gotta
No
be.
question. That's
We now that's one thing I will say. Unc and Ocho, they out. But that's one thing we got in common with Chad. You see me with some jewelry on, man, this shit ain't real.
no.
It
I'm
ain't
gonna tell you
real.
it ain't real, and you ain't gonna believe me no way. What I need to get something real
That
for?
ain't real. So all you fellas don't try to run up on
Hey,
somebody. You gonna take
listen,
that.
run up on me, and I'm gonna pull them out my ear and give them to you.
You roll up on me, I'm gonna give them to you, and I'm gonna give you something else
No,
too.
if you got that ratchet on you, and I ain't got a chance to get to mine, I'm gonna give them to you. They ain't nothing but $5.99.
Even if I got it, I'm gonna give them to you. Then I'm gonna give you something else.
Like you can have this.
I'm gonna give you.
You just practicing if you
But
robbing me, baby. I ain't got nothing but
so
plastic and glass.
I just feel like it's what you said, bro. If and Diggs, boy, he done made a ton of money. If that ain't affecting how you live your life, but we also got to take into account he's still playing, and you know when you playing,
You ain't counting.
hey,
You ain't counting.
we will blow some.
You
I
is
ain't
not
gonna lie,
counting.
you will blow some money when you pay. When you playing, bro, sometimes it just be like, let's go back to your shit, bro. When you talked about Buddy showing your check, I remember I did the same thing to one of my young fellas when I was making big money, bro. I showed him my check, and at that point, it was this before taxes. My shit was like 720,000,
Uh-huh.
right? A week. And I showed it to him, and he was just like, wow. But when you making that type of money every week, you will blow some
Yeah.
money. And don't even think
Yeah.
about it. But then when you done playing,
You look back, you like, damn, I spent like $1.5
hey,
million on rims and cars. I'm
like, what the fuck was I thinking? What?
Hey, yeah.
Like,
Yeah. But you know, you
hey,
had to
bro,
get it
we
out of
would
your
go.
system at some point, though.
So we go shopping. I promise. We go shopping. and I want every color of this, every color, boom. I want every color of that too. Like, and then wear it. Don't even
Hey,
wear
I was
all of
about to
it.
say you don't even
Maybe
wear it
wear it one
all.
time.
You
One
yeah, you
time.
don't even wear it all.
One, you for sure ain't wearing it all. And when you do wear it, you wear it one time. You be like, shit, I already wore this. I can't
I
wear
can't
this
be
no more.
seen in
Like, it's
this. I
just
can't be seen in
crazy.
this again. They gonna remember this
I done
outfit.
already wore
Yeah.
it. Bruh,
I was never
unbelievable.
like that. I knew dudes that was like that though.
I mean, there's been times where like, bro, I probably like right now, I think I got at least 60, 70 suits. We don't even wear suits on TV
Yeah,
anymore. We casual
yeah,
now. So
yeah. I ain't
I'm
gonna
like,
lie.
oh,
I probably got the same thing because I used to get 10 suits a year. So I probably got like a 120, 130 suits.
no. So this what happened. The reason I don't have as many suits is when we was playing,
You can't.
we was Steve Harvey in the
Hey,
suit.
I had to
Biggest.
get rid of almost 3/4
So
of them.
I got rid of them.
Yes, yes,
Hey, baggy ass, the
bro.
coat down there at your
Long, hey,
knees.
the leg about this wide, like, bro.
Bruh. So I got rid of them. So I'm like, I can't wear these suits no more. So then I ordered some. I probably ordered after I got done playing like 30 suits. European slim fit. Now the baggy one's coming back. I'm like, oh well, I'm staying with
Yeah,
this.
no question.
We would just waste money and not realizing we made wasting money because it's constantly coming in. Because it's that every Monday, bro. You start seeing that, you check your account, you be like, damn. Like it just, and after a while, you just stop checking it because you know it's in there, and then you just suspend it. And so if my lady wants something and we cool, let's go.
Yeah.
And I think a lot of guys are like that. A
Oh
lot
yeah,
of guys are like that.
everybody. Nobody. Well, I take it back. I won't say nobody. I was more of a counter checking my account more often than because my first year in the league, I made $60,000 on practice squad. So, I didn't. I was checking. I made that last for almost with that and one active game the next year and another 4 weeks of practice squad. I made it almost 2 years on.
Hey, disclaimer now, we talking once we got the money.
Yeah,
That's what we talking
yeah.
once we got the money. Because early on, I wasn't married. Early on, I'll be like, hey, I checked the account. What did you just buy for 2,700? What are you doing? Stop doing that. What are you doing? Like, it became a point where, like, I'm like, bro, like, I was getting angry. And so then I talked to somebody and it was like, TJ, you good, man. You're not gonna go broke. Like, you good. I'm like, what you don't know that?
Right, right.
Once you get the money, then it's like, okay, I know I'm comfortable. I know I'm good. But it's always gonna be that but like I want my lady to be happy. I want her to look nice. I want her to have nice things. I mean, you can't die with the money,
No question.
but I do want to leave my kids. I want to give my kids what I never had.
Listen, I want to leave them enough, but I ain't trying to leave them enough just to sit there and do nothing. They got
Nah. But if we raise them right, man, they're gonna be motivated, man. They gonna still get out there and do something. So I got four of them. And my two oldest one, they grown, and the two younger ones, one a teenager and my other one 11. So that's gonna be if it ain't hurting your pockets,
right.
man, do what you do. Do what you do. But if you spend today and you sitting here like this tomorrow, we got a problem on our hands. We got a problem. Because now you sitting there like, damn, I done spent all that money for this. And now you got to figure out how to go get it. Man, Diggs got that paper coming in. Bezos got that paper
Yes.
coming in. James Harrison had that paper coming in. So y'all
Stop it.
good.
Stop it, bro. Stop it, bro.
So y'all good. So man, before we get up out of here, man, we gonna talk a few more things, man. Did you see the story where the man in Florida, he was paying his girlfriend rent? 2,500 a month. That ain't much at all. 2,500 a month. That ain't shit, really. He's paying it for years. And then he found out she had a housing voucher. her rent was only $106. What you gonna do?
Oh, I'm gone. I'm gone. She better show me a savings account that got all that money in there. She done went and did something with it and multiplied it. And she wasn't telling me it was a surprise. Otherwise, I'm gone.
No, you gonna say anything to her, or
No,
you just
I'm
I'm
not
out?
saying a word. I'm like, yo, I'm gonna check up, be like, what you got in savings? You got any investment? Something. I'm gone. I ain't gonna say nothing. She gonna be wherever she at. She gonna come in. House gonna be empty. Everything gone. Phone number changed. Everything. I'm gone. How you don't know
So
what you
you ain't.
paying?
She must have told him, or when it's something happened to where the rent was 2,500, so he was just paying it, and then he stumbled upon that voucher that was $106. So something got to be some. I don't know what they call it. Where you from out here? We call it Section 8. They call
Yeah,
it out here
Section 8,
like
yeah.
that. Section. Okay, so Section 8 worldwide.
Hold
So
on,
she
hold on,
must have
hold
been
on.
on Section.
Section 8. He ain't supposed to be living with her, is he?
I don't know if he was living with her. It just said he was paying her rent. But he could be living with her. You know how, when you're from the hood, so come on. You ain't supposed to live with him, but we living with him. Like,
Listen,
okay, when they come
25.
check,
He
you
had
can't
to know
be
she
here.
was on Section 8. Ain't no Section 8 $2,500.
Maybe she told him she didn't get Section 8, so they had to pay the regular price of the rent. I don't know what it was, but all
What
I
did he
know
do?
is I don't know what he did. Me personally, I can't leave like you.
I got to. Otherwise, I'm going to crash
I gotta
out.
let her know I know. I gotta let her know I know. I gotta let her know I know. So I'm gonna just be like, say rent due on the first. I'm gonna just be like, who paying the rent this month?
You've been paying
Oh,
it. How
you
you
got
going
it.
to say that?
I'm gonna ask who paying the rent this month. I want to see what she say. How much is it again? You sure? Okay. 106. Yeah, because I seen the thing. I mean, 2,500. Because I saw the voucher that said it was 106. What was that? I just want to see her stutter, see what her excuse is, see what her reason is, and then I'm gone.
Okay.
But I can't leave because I just want to. And then I may not just leave right then and there. I'm probably gonna be like, so what was you doing with the money? Well, the 2,500, however many. If it's, I don't know how long it is. Because if it's 1 year, that's 30,000. If it's 2 years, that's 60,000. I want to know
She was taking care of
what
her
you
other
been,
man.
what have you been doing with the money? She can't tell me that. She can't tell me that. Because I'm not putting my hands on any woman. That's one thing that I will never ever do. But that's the thing though. When you ask what you've been doing with the money, you better be ready for
Right.
any
I don't want
answer.
to know. Listen, I know you ain't got it. It's been spent. There's no need for me to be here. I'm just going to be gone. When you come home, it's going to be a surprise. That's it.
Damn. Damn, like 2,500. I mean, where they live at though? You can't get nothing out here for
That's
2,500.
Cali, man. Y'all so expensive. Man, I don't understand out there, dude. 2,500 is high rent where I'm at in PA. That's
Shit,
highfalutin. That's highfalutin rent right there.
in my apartment buildings, I get more than 2,500 per unit.
Dude, yeah. See, y'all, man, that's crazy. Y'all prices out there, man. You living in the ghetto out there for like $1 million.
Nah, hell nah.
Man, listen, I
Nah,
drove through when I was going out there for Fox and stuff. Man,
yeah.
I drove through what is that, Beverly Hills over there, right down from.
Now that every house over there at least 8 million.
Dude, I'm looking at something, man. I'm like, dude, if I could take my land and my house over here, I'd get dang on 50, $40 million.
But this the thing though. This the thing. This is the big difference. Cause James Deebo Harrison, you got big bread,
Stop, bro.
bro.
Stop,
So
bro.
hold
Stop trying
up.
to lie to
If
me
you
for
went and
bread.
bought a house, listen to what I'm saying. If you went and bought a house in Beverly Hills tomorrow for 10 million in 3 years, guess how much you're gonna sell it for?
What?
At least 18, 19 million. If you buy a $2 million house in Pittsburgh in 3 years, what you selling it for? 2.1.
You can depend what you know you could get. Well, depends what you built it for and all that. You could possibly get 2, 3.
I noticed the first house that I bought, and it wasn't in Beverly Hills. I bought my first house in Chino Hills. I didn't even have enough money, man, but I bought it. I didn't spend no money my first couple years. I bought a house in Chino Hills. That's like 40 minutes outside of LA for 430,000, or maybe 440. I think it was
That's a
440.
good price.
Hold up. I bought this house in 2003. I sold it in 2005. 2005
2 years.
for 890,000.
Y'all tripping out there, man. Y'all tripping.
2 years it doubled. 2 years. So then I bought another house a few years later for a few million, sold it. Can imagine what I got. So that's what I'm saying. It's like
I couldn't live
when
in
you
Cali
buy a
though.
house,
I couldn't live in Cali.
it's the best place to
No, it's
live.
not, dude.
It ain't
Traffic is
like,
horrible.
yes, it is.
Traffic is horrible.
That's if there's one negative about Southern California, one negative, and it's the traffic. That's it. Outside of that, there's no other negatives about. That's it. It's the traffic. Nothing else.
There's no other.
Nothing
There's
else.
no other negatives out
Huh?
in California.
Traffic. That's it.
Dude,
Nothing else.
traffic.
Nothing else.
Listen, traffic is trash.
That's it.
Y'all got. I ain't even gonna get into it, man.
There's your traffic. Nothing else. You buy a house for 700,000. You're gonna sell it for 1.3 million in 2 years. So you pay a lot, but you also get a lot.
You gotta get it though first.
You got it. So when
Bruh.
you can afford it, you good. You good.
You don't. I want value for my money, man. You don't get that there. I need to have green. I need to have green grass around me. I need to have trees. I need to have an acre and a half at least. I need.
Okay, so if you want that, you can go right. You can go to Temecula, which is 45 minutes to an hour outside of LA. You're gonna get everything you want, but it's sunny all the time. Go to Temecula.
I like the changes in weather. I like the changes the season.
Huh?
I like the changes the season. I like
You like
yeah,
this stuff?
I like listen. It's not that I like it. I appreciate it. I respect it. So now I know how to appreciate a 35-degree, and sunny day, because we don't get that much sun in Pittsburgh, baby. The sun come out, that's a good day.
And that's what I'm trying to tell you. You come on to California, you're gonna get the sun 300 days out the year.
I don't want that. You get spoiled then.
Why not?
You get spoiled.
Huh?
Then you start walking around with a jacket on when it's 45, 50 degrees.
As you should. Like,
I ain't coming out my store till it dropped to 35.
I want to be able to wake up and not be like, damn, man, how cold is it outside? Nah, I just put on what I want to put on. I know. Like, I'm about to go. It's almost 8 o'clock Pacific time. I'm going to my son game in this shirt and some shorts.
I'm gonna do the same thing as long as it ain't below.
Yeah, because you in Arizona.
As long as it ain't below 35.
Nah, I just, to me, California, then probably Texas, Florida, Arizona.
I can't go to Florida, man. There's too many hurricanes flowing
Nevada.
through there.
Them the city.
Yeah, y'all might get shook up out there.
Huh? Hey, James, I've been in California my entire life. My entire life, except when I'm playing. Yeah. Okay. You feel it? Stop. It ain't never been where my house has been damaged. Knock on wood, everybody, technology is much better. We're a forward-thinking state, baby.
No, y'all
like you come to California, our stoplights, we got lighting on the freeway. Like it's everything out here. We're progressive out here.
Your daughters playing any high school sports?
No, we ain't gonna get into that. We ain't gonna get into that.
Yeah.
They play softball. We're not gonna get into none of that. But like, I don't agree with that. But I'm just saying, California, you can go get you one of them houses in Beverly Hills.
No, TJ.
That right there is that's an investment that's gonna give you a great return. No. Not good, great. Like I'm so mad when I was playing. It was a house. It was like 5.7 million. And I was like, damn, I can't do it, man. That house worth like 20 million now. So if my dumb, scary ass would have just got the house for 5.7, I could sold it for 20. But I was scared. I ain't do it. 20 million. That's a profit. If you can do your math of 14.3 million.
Yeah.
Where are you doing that at?
Well, you know, I know where to do it.
Yeah, all right. Yeah, all right. You're gonna be somewhere you don't want to be. That to me, so me personally, that's where it's to be. You just gotta just go ahead and come out here, man. You already close enough. You in Arizona right now. So before we go, man, I want to talk about this. I don't know if you saw, I be in the news all the time. I read a lot. A landscaper from North Carolina. He's a landscaper.
Mm-hmm.
He got arrested because he hosted a party at one of his clients' house when he realized they was out of town. So he went to the house, did the landscaping, this little weekly duty to do their yard, realized they was gone, and said, fuck it, I'm about to throw a party here. Ain't nobody here. And he got his ass arrested because he got 2 rounds.
As he should. He should have went to jail.
If that's your landscaper, are you firing him or you want to know why? You giving him another chance or
I gotta fire him because I can't see him. I'm gonna crash out. It's a dude, I'm gonna put hands on him.
But they not in your house, they just in the backyard.
I don't care. TJ, you leave right now for this game. I decide to come up there and throw a party in your backyard. You cool with that?
But nah, because see, when somebody walk on my yard, my phone vibrates and I got cameras all around my house. So when you come to my yard, I'm just gonna look to see what's going on. And then I can talk on the cameras.
Yeah, we go ahead
so I'm gonna let
and
you
just
know I'm on my way.
cut the power. We say the power out to the whole neighborhood. Yeah. You go crash.
No, I ain't gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie. I'd be pissed the fuck off. That's unacceptable. That's real disrespectful.
Dude, I don't even understand where that logic, that train of thought comes from. I'm going to thought they got neighbors. You think the neighbors ain't calling talking about, hey, you threw a party and I see you guys having a good time, man. Can I come over?
Yeah, that's unacceptable. You just can't do that. That's just disrespect at its highest form. Like, fuck it. I know they out of town. I'm about to just chill. They backyard had to be hella big. But in North Carolina, that's where you want to be at. North Carolina, Pittsburgh, you got all this land, you got acres.
I'm not leaving anywhere from that Ohio, PA area, man. See what I'm really looking is I'm trying to get like 1,200-1,500 acres. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm trying to do.
You hunt?
Yeah.
Oh, see, that's some y'all country boys, man. Y'all from the Midwest and the like. We don't really do that out here.
Yeah,
we don't do that out here. I don't hunt shit.
What you go do?
I used to hunt.
What happened?
When people that walk on 2 legs.
I knew you was about to say so goofy.
That's about it. That's about it. Y'all make sure y'all delete that. Make sure you delete that. No, fuck. But like,
dude, hunt, fish, all that. You garden, all that. Grow your own food. Hunt your own food.
We don't do that out here. At least I don't. I mean, but that wasn't something that I saw growing up.
Okay.
And so if you don't see it growing up, that is not, at least
I didn't hunt growing up. My agent actually got me into hunting. I did.
That's what I did say.
Fishing.
Once you start getting some money,
I did fishing.
And people start pulling you in to do things, it will expand your horizons.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go hunt. I'm gonna go fish. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna take this vacation. I'm gonna do that.
Yeah, me and my sons, we go to both my sons went last year. A year, 2 years before that, just my oldest son went. And we go to Alaska like every other year now.
I saw that. You posted that on Instagram.
Yeah, you need to come on out there, man. We go out there for a week, dude. It's the most. Listen, bro, I'm trying to tell you, you ain't never seen and heard like just such quiet. Like it's no.
Dang, if it was free, I wouldn't do it.
Dude, you don't know what you're missing. Peace, man. Quiet. Unplug. Like all that, dude.
I can get that at home.
No, dude, you can't get the quietness. You can hear dude, you
Yeah,
can hear an eagle, man, just off in the
yeah,
distance,
like
bruh. Like you hear, like sometimes a whale will come through and you'll just hear like,
see, that's
dude,
like the water. Like me being from California, all these beaches, I'm getting into the water to my
you eat
knees.
halibut?
As soon as
Do you eat
huh?
halibut?
Yeah, yeah, I eat halibut. Yeah,
That's
yeah,
all
I
we
eat a lot
catch
of
out there
fish. I
is
love
halibut, dude.
halibut,
Ship it back home.
salmon, branzino, uh, snapper. That's what I eat.
Dude, that's
Yeah,
all
yeah,
we
yeah. I
that's
like
all we catch out there, dude. Is halibut, king salmon. Like, dude, I'm talking huge halibut, dude. You're talking like hundreds of pounds.
Were you able to bring? You were able to bring it
Yes,
back
they
home?
drop. They flash. You do your fishing. After you get back to the dock, they cut the fish up, flash freeze it right there. Each day they flash freeze it, and then at the end of your trip, you take your
So how about next time you go, you send me some fish, I'll pay for it. How about that? That's the best of both worlds right there. Can we do
dude. I
that?
still got a freezer. I got a free. I had to buy a whole freezer for all the fish, dude.
Send me some. Send me some. I'll pay for it.
No, man.
You ain't
If
gonna
you
eat it
want,
all.
yes, we will.
If you still got it in your freezer, you ain't eating it
You
all.
crazy, dude? You eat fish once a week.
See, y'all see, he don't even want to share.
Uh-uh.
He don't even want
If
to
you
share.
want to share, you come out there and you catch your own. You be a man. You sit in nature with us. You sit there. You conversate. You have a good time.
We conversate
No,
now.
no, you got to be in nature. You puff cigars?
This dude. Nah, man, I've never smoked
Yeah,
anything
you
in my
like,
life.
puff you a cigar, whatever it is you like to do. You can axe
See, my
throw.
upbringing,
You can do whatever.
bro. I
Sit in
ain't
the hot
doing.
tub,
I ain't
whatever.
nah that. Yeah, I ain't smoking no cigar. I ain't smoking no cigarette. I ain't smoking no weed. If you choose to do it, you choose to do it. My upbringing, man, and all the shit that I saw what drugs do to people
Yeah,
couldn't pay me to do nothing.
yeah.
Nothing.
Like you could drink your water. Hey, it's a lady there, dude. Uh, Listen, I gotta give you this. I gotta tell you this. So we went. So the first time I went there, right? I went there with my brother, Stretch. Him and his company, they went there as a group. It was him and a couple people he knew from his company. So we get there, and it's the first night we done got there, right? And I'm new to this. I'm like, yo, do it got a gym? I'm upset it ain't got a gym. We actually in a cabin, whatever. It come to turn out it's nice, man. It's real nice. So that's why we try and go every other year now. So we get there and we're sitting down to dinner, right? And we're eating and we're just talking and conversating. And it's my brother Stretch, it's me, and it's my son, James, and we're the only black people there. Everybody else is white. So we're sitting there, we're talking, and they're having a conversation and they're talking about something about like doing this or fixing this or whatever. And the lady, she's like, yeah, if we don't have what we need to fix something, we just grigger rig it. I said, what?
Hmm?
He said, yeah, we just grigger rig it. Everybody's face at the table like just got like, I'm like, what you mean grigger rig it? I'm like, Grigger rig it. That's our last name. It's Griggers. I'm like, oh, I thought you were trying to say without using the N.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Dude, the whole table started laughing a sigh of relief, dude. So their last name is Griggers, and if they do something that's unconventional, they're saying they Grigger rigger. And I was like, I thought they were trying to.
You know how we said we don't know? Yeah.
Yeah. Dude, it was so funny, man. But I had it, man. I had a great time. That lady can cook, dude. And when you go, just be prepared. In those whatever it is, 5 to 7 days, you putting on 10 pounds. It's fresh
Hey,
cookies every day. I'm talking about stacks like this, bro. Fresh cookies in the glass. Peach cobbler, apple pie, all the brownies, everything, dude. Yeah, it's unbelievable.
bad for my cholesterol.
Hey, listen.
Oh,
There
there you
you
go.
go.
What's happening?
There you go.
What's up?
Where you at?
What up, what?
Where y'all at?
I'm in AZ. Where you
Man,
at?
we at the crib.
Hey, boy, I'm looking for you, boy.
You know where to find me.
I'm looking for you, boy.
I come to you
I'm
right
looking
now.
for
Where
you.
you at?
I'm in the Dominican Republic. What's
no, I ain't
happening?
going
No,
there.
I want to come to PA. What PA stand for? What PA stand for?
PA, Pennsylvania.
What?
It's
Oh, I thought the only PA I know is personal assistant, because that's what you're gonna need when I'm done with you.
you crazy, bruh.
You got all right.
Bruh.
Hey,
Listen.
listen, man.
I
Talk to me.
sent for him to come get you. I tell you what, if you wasn't in if you wasn't a Dominican, I would have went. Is that a different country, or do I need a passport for that or something?
You need a passport. You're gonna need more than that though.
No, I ain't.
Huh? You're gonna need an army, boy.
I don't need no army.
You hear me? You gonna need something.
I ain't gonna need nothing but these two
He was
hands.
wearing that tank top because you was gonna get intimidated.
Hey, TJ, man, listen, man, I'm gonna smash that boy face in. You hear me? Man, look, let me take my glasses off.
Go ahead.
I'm gonna smash
So they
that
can
boy
see your
face in,
lying
boy.
eyes. Go ahead,
Huh?
so they
You
can
hear
see
me?
your lying eyes.
Hey, keep your head on the swivel, boy.
Keep my head on the swivel.
Keep your head on.
I ain't never
Keep your head
been
on the
scared.
swivel, boy.
Ain't never been
Hey,
scared,
invite me
worried,
to
none of that.
Hey, do me a favor. Invite me to Alaska. You know I'm here because I'm on vacation. I'm still
I'm
looking
dead
for
ass.
you.
You want to go to Alaska for real? I'll send you the dates.
Hey, please do.
No question.
Please do. And hey, TJ, can you hear me?
I can hear you.
I'm gonna take whatever fish he catch and I'm gonna send it to you.
My dog.
I
My
got you.
dog. You see,
Hey,
he ain't want to give me no fish. You
I
see
got
that?
you. I got you.
Yeah, I'm gonna send you all the information you need. Bring your
need.
ass on up out there.
I got you,
Yeah.
homie. I got you, little homie.
Yeah.
I got you, little homie. No pressure. I got you, little homie. No pressure. Yeah.
Oh, you smoking? What you smoking
Yeah.
on?
A little lunatic cigar. I'm at the end of it. I smoke cigars too.
Yeah, I'm still gonna whoop
Yeah,
your
I heard.
ass.
Hey,
I don't care nothing
I heard.
about that though.
Wait, come
I
again?
said,
Come
I'm
again?
still
Repeat
gonna
that.
whoop your ass, and after I knock your punk ass out, I'm gonna stick a cigar in your mouth.
Balls.
Hey, boy, you should be a comedian, boy. You sound like Chris Rock, boy.
No.
You sound like Chris Rock. You sound like Chris Rock.
No.
Hey, no, all jokes aside, you my dude. You know, I rock with you. After I beat your ass, we could be cool.
Oh no,
We could be cool.
listen. This ain't even gonna be nothing personal, man. This gonna be all business.
I'll be the ref. I'm gonna be the ref too. I'll be the ref.
TJ, you don't want to be in there.
Y'all is it just boxing?
No. I want to grapple. I want to wrestle. You talk about I want to be able to use my hands and feet. I'm gonna kick him in his fucking nose. Nah, TJ, this is serious, TJ. Like this, this goes beyond football. This goes beyond the gridiron. Like this is not personal. It's business, and I gotta stand up for all the little people.
Who is the little people? Is TJ in that group? TJ say you smaller than him.
Everybody, no, right now,
I weigh 180 pounds.
Nah, I'm 205 right now. You know I've been.
He tried to say I weigh 180.
You ain't no 205, cat.
I'm 205 right now. I've been in the gym. Matter of fact, you don't understand. I've been in the gym gaining weight and creating mass to beat your ass.
You ain't got enough mass or weight to do shit with me. And I've been in the gym losing weight, so I got wind to dog walk your ass.
All right. Well, good luck with that dog walk. I hope you got the right leash.
All I do is a choke chain, and I'm gonna choke you out.
All right.
Yeah.
All right.
And I'm gonna take that.
Hey, you do realize?
I'm gonna take that chain on your neck. I don't even like jewelry
you do
like
realize?
that.
Hold on. Hey, raise your hand before you talk, okay? When I call on you, then you answer. You know I'm a black belt, right?
I don't give a damn what you is. You black and you wear a belt. That's about it.
All right. You know what, TJ, I done had enough because he think it's a joke.
Yeah.
Hey, just know your day is coming, boy. Every dog has his day.
You're gonna have to get a whole new set of veneers.
All right. Hey, if you could touch my face, if you see how good I look, if you touch my face,
if I touch your face, I'm actually gonna make it look better.
All right. Okay, bet.
Yeah.
Bet. Keep that same energy when I see you in person, nigga. Keep that same energy. I'ma slap you, boy.
Right.
Okay.
Y'all crazy.
Hey, TJ, I'm on vacation. I'm gone.
Hey, enjoy. Stay safe, my brother. I love you, dog.
Love.
No, he quiet. So he was like, I'm tired of texting. I'm just gonna pop in.
Yeah, pop in.
Yeah. So we gonna finish on that note. This is the last day of our nightcap takeover. James Deebo Harrison. I'm TJ Houshmandzadeh.
This ain't the last day.
Now,
We coming back and taking over some more shit. Matter of fact, I'm kicking
well,
Chad off
if
his
they
own
want us,
shit,
hey,
and it's gonna be Unc and Debo.
if they want us, we back. But y'all make sure you like, you subscribe, you tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend. Y'all go get some of that Deebo merch that's in the on the screen. And we appreciate y'all locking in with us these last 4 days, man. We out. That boy done made a cameo from vacation.
Right. I ain't gonna lie, the little setup he had out there looked nice. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah, that shit look real nice. That shit look real nice. Yeah. Damn, James gone? Damn. He got the fuck up out of town. Well, thank y'all. Appreciate y'all.